It's an idea that has been brought to us by the Commissioner on Administrative Justice, and I have the chairperson with me here. It is an idea as we speak. It's not a legislative proposal, but it's an idea that is going to be taken to the stakeholders, including the military. And what they have explained to us are the two ways we can go about it, because we have two models which we can study and agree with or disagree. The Canadian model, where an act of parliament is amended, that is the Defence Forces Act, to include an ombudsman, or the South African model, where they have an independent act of parliament which creates the military ombudsman. Whichever way, we have to look at the pros and cons, because the military, being a disciplined force, has its own regulatory system, disciplinary systems where it enforces its own processes. And there may be difficulties when it comes to civilians going in there. But again, we cannot say it's closed. It's a closed chapter. It is a chapter that we can look into and form a decision as regards what can be done. As I have said, this is just an idea. We possibly have to study what South Africans are doing. We also have to study what Canadians are doing, so that we are able to come up with the best model if need be. We may not be able to say today, this is the most suitable or this is unsuitable. We will have to study, and we'll also have to compare it with our own system here, so that we are able to come up with what is the best model for the country, if that comes to be.
Just to give a background to this, the Commission on Administrative Justice Act under Section 8 allows the Commission to be able to check on establishment of complaints management structures within the public sector. And our experience within the Commission has shown that much as within the Kenya Defence Forces, there is a Defence Council that listens to grievances from military officers and even from civilians. It might not be complete, in the sense that we still have a number of complaints that have come to the Commission, and from civilians and from retired soldiers, especially from on pensions, termination from employment, and compensation. So we have a mandate as a commission to be able to make proposals to various government institutions to see how then administration of justice can work better. So we have this proposal that we brought to the three committees of Parliament, the Defence Committee, the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee, and the Delegated Legislation Committee. And we are having discussions with the stakeholders. We'll be meeting the military, we will be meeting the AG, we'll be meeting other independent commissions to be able to discuss further, build on this idea. In as far as the various complaints that have arisen, we still have cases that are within the Commission where we are trying to resolve them. At times, we even recommend compensation, and the military is supposed to ensure that this compensation is made to the victims who have suffered, maybe in the course of war or in the course of their duty. So this is a conversation we've started. There is nothing that is cast on stone, but it's a matter of, because the Constitution allows us and the Commission on Administrative Act allows us, let us have this discussion with our members of Parliament. Let's see what can work, let's see what cannot work, and we are going to have a process where if we need to amend the law, we'll see which law then needs to be amended, and thereafter the civilians who are supposed to be the consumers of justice, retired officers who are supposed to be the consumers of justice, then can be in a better place, because there is an ombudsman. But everything is at a discussion, and we'll see how it goes. Thank you. Thank you.
First and foremost is that, sure, today we were meeting the three committees to hear what the ombudsman is saying about establishing an ombudsman with the military. But my prayer is that we have listened to them. We have heard what they have been saying. But I humbly pray, of which I humbly pray the Parliament and the committee is concerned. Please, first what we should ask is that, is this an indigenous idea from us? Is it an idea which has been brought from foreign countries. Because if you look at South Africa, they are just coming from apartheid just the other day. Their military is new compared with the way we established our military since 1964. And we have never heard of any cases whereby our people have been discriminated because they've been serving in the discipline forces. You know, ordinarily, if you get hurt where you are in the forces, you are compensated very well. And even we have what we call Armed Memorial Hospital, where they can go for treatment. After that, if you are getting retired, you are compensated. And if you have children who are going to school, they are taken care of. I'm telling you that because I'm in the Committee of Defense. But I'm saying that I have not heard of any ombudsman in the American Armed Forces. I have not heard of ombudsman in the Britain Armed Forces. And you see, that's where Kenya everybody has borrowed from. You see, we have already adequate independent institutions. To create more is consuming taxpayers' money. And you see, even the ones which are already there, we are not seeing what they are delivering to the public. The current ombudsman, if you have been asked what they have been done, what have they done? What have they done to the public for the public to gain? To be saying that now we need another one. So to me, we should move with caution. Because now we are dealing with a security agency. We move with caution. And I believe Parliament will look at that keenly. We have very intelligent committees, chairmen, and or even the members. We are not just saying that. We are not just saying yes. We are to look at them keenly and go on to the peak, detail by detail, and come out with a proper answer. Let's say that we are not going to let Kenyans down. So that's the position.
More Radio, 88.2 FM. We are in charge.